have your knees wide open. You can have your knees together. You can use a block to support your head if that is something that you feel like. And as for your arms, you can have arms fully extended or bent at your elbows. And allow yourself to start tuning in. Let that busy mind really start chilling out. Allow yourself to welcome new beginnings, left the past behind. And that includes not only the 2021, but literally the rest of the day. Start settling into the sensations of your body and connecting with your breath. As you inhale, press the hands down on the mat, forearms on the mat. Try to connect with the front of the feet, the front of your toes, knees and shins on the floor. And as you exhale, start observing what happens with the sensations of your weight, the body weight. So basically, start relaxing your muscles, getting heavier here, allowing for the spine to get rounded. Tuck your belly in so you can release tension from the lower back. Let the head be really heavy and supported, activating a little bit of calmness. As you bring the forehead on the floor, there's an immediate action that happens at the nervous system where your mind starts getting a little bit calmer, a little bit less busy. Let's all breathe in. And as you breathe in, I want to invite you to take as much air as you can. You have to be very mindful, specifically during the first part of the class, guys. I'm going to be heavy in instructions. So try to take as much air as you can purposely towards the back of your lungs. You might say, I can barely even identify where my lungs are, even harder to identify what is the front and the back. Bring your mind to it. Really try to observe how the intercostals in your ribcage expand, how your spine is getting a little bit more rounded as you try to really inflate and bring that air in. And try to see where you generate space along your body. Where is it that you can find the space? Every time you exhale, you could open your lips or just barely exhale through your nostrils. Allow for all that air that came in to come out. You might sigh it out if that feels like letting go of tension during the day. And we're going to do another inhale all together. This time you're going to bring the air to the sides of your body. So try to see if you can purposely bring some more air in the rib cage along the side body. Feel that expansion, connect with that expansion, and as you exhale, let it go. Wherever you are now in your child's pose, you don't even have to look at me, just listen. Bring the knees together if you don't have them together, and extend your arms in full up to the point where only the tips of your fingers are touching the ground, and the rest of your arm is up in the air. So long arms, generating some space along the spine in between each vertebrae. Round the lower back so that you can tuck that belly in to help you round and release the tension. As you exhale, start by bringing your hands a little bit closer towards your knees and allow yourself to come all the way into a tabletop position. Make sure that your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees aligned under your hip, 2 feet apart for your knees pretty much. And from here, guys, we're going to start by rocking your hips side to side, allowing for some movement from some energy to start really spiraling along the body. And whenever you feel that you have rocked yourself enough, come to stillness. Allow yourself to find your first cow by really allowing that abdomen, focus on first releasing the tension on the abdomen. So it's like the belly button is aiming to reach for the floor. Therefore, you're stacking your back out, and then focus on that second part where you want to bring the shoulder blades together It's not about bringing the chin forward, guys. It's about bringing the heart forward. And then as you exhale, pressing really mindfully with purpose on the floor and against the floor, you're going to start rounding from the lower back, middle back, upper back, and the last thing to come in is your chin, opening at the level of the thoracic spine, the shoulder blades. One more time, find your cow here, release, feel the shoulder blades coming together, the chest wide open, abdomen relaxed, feet pressing on the mat, all 10 fingers spread, and then slowly start rounding from the lower back, pause there. Now round the middle back, now round the upper back, and the last thing is your chin to come in. Start connecting with that opening happening in the back body. In the next inhale, you're going to come back to neutral and allow yourself to come to sit either on a block or just on the mat. And from here, guys, we're going to create a little bit of mobility for the neck. So start by rolling your shoulders, big rolls back on your shoulders. And when I say big, I really want the shoulders to come all the way forward, all the way up, all the way back, and all the way down. Really releasing the back posture that we usually hold along the day. And once you're done rotating in one direction, you're going to go the other direction, arms heading to the side of your body or hands on top of your thighs, really generating the movement from the shoulder. Roll your shoulders back once again, and then hands onto your thighs, allow yourself to be fully grounded and start bringing the right ear towards the right shoulder. And start connecting with the left side of your body. What is happening here may be closing your eyes. Maybe you have a lot of tension accumulated on your shoulders or neck. So really be mindful here. It's not about how close you bring the ear to the shoulder. It's about allowing yourself time and patience to release the tension. Take one more inhale, and as you exhale, bring the chin towards your chest. Make sure that you are not rounding your spine, but you're really sitting tall and just bringing the chin towards your chest. Bring the shoulders back. Bring the chin up, parallel to the floor, and as you exhale, drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. And now, again, paying attention to the right side of your neck and shoulders. Identify if there's more tension on one side and the other. Maybe even closing your eyes. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, chin back towards the center. Be mindful here. Again, sit tall. Bring the shoulders purposely back, and the chin down towards your chest. In the next inhale, bring the chin up, and if you have a strap or a belt, bring it with you. And we're going to create a little bit of space. You know that I like this one on the shoulder level. So you're basically bringing the strap on top of the right shoulder as if you're putting on a handbag on your shoulder, and then grabbing both ends of the strap with the right hand, left hand into your left thigh, and then from there, make sure the strap is not really at the tip of the shoulder, neither at the base of the neck. You want it to put that strap literally where you feel the most bony area coming out of your shoulder. And then from there, not pushing forward, neither back, you're going to pull with the right hand that shoulder down. Stay here, inhale deeply. As you exhale, bring the left ear towards the left shoulder. There's all kinds of sensations that would come out here. It all depends how tight you are on your neck, how much tension your body has been accumulating. From there, get back to center, neutral head, switch sides, come onto the other side. The strap goes onto the up, around and above the left shoulder. Grab the strap with the left hand, right hand onto your thigh, right shoulder fully relaxed. And whenever you're ready, start pulling that left shoulder down. Left shoulder is going really like if someone is trying to bring your shoulder towards your hip. And whenever you're ready, bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Breathe in here. Let the head fall heavy towards the right as you exhale. And then gently come back to center. Opening the strap on long ends, so one hand on each end of the strap, wrap it once around, and just for shoulder mobility only, I'm showing from the side, you're going to make very mindful movements. Take your time to bring those arms overhead. Once you're overhead, the strap is literally over the crown of your head. You're going to start by bringing the right arm to pull towards the right, and you want to keep the strap really stretched. So really allowing for the left side body to open. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, now the left arm is pulling. Make sure you're not rounding the spine. Make sure you're really tucking that belly in. Inhale, come back to center. And now as you exhale, make sure you can slide your hands in the strap, along the strap, and bring those arms towards the back wall until they are parallel to the floor. Nice chest opening here. Breathe it in. See that heart projected forward. Chin is parallel to the mat. Take a moment here. Breathe out. Breathe in again and get inward. Connect with the sensations in your body. Observe your breath. Now, keep tucking that belly in, and we're going to look for spine rotation now. Keeping the same tension in your strap, you're going to very slowly start rotating your body towards the left. So basically the right arm is pulling to come towards the left. Nice rotation of the spine, nice opening of the chest, come back to center. And then you have the rotation onto the other direction towards the right. It doesn't matter if you rotate a lot or not. The idea is that you mobilize the spine in all the directions. As you inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, don't just let the arms go. Bring those arms down behind your back, really intentionally. Once you reach the floor with your fingertips, roll your shoulders back, interlace your fingers, palms facing the front wall, and opening the shoulder blades here. So basically you're rounding a little bit on the upper back. Inhale, now come to sit super tall and bring those palms. The heel of your palms are trying to reach the sky. Exhale with the arms forward once again, opening and rounding. Last time, open, bringing the arms up. And as you exhale, bring the arms down. Now, from here, we are going to come all the way back into that seated position. A little bit more of twisting into your spine. Sit tall. This time, sitting flat on the mat, not on a block. Arms overhead. And make sure that the arms are really up to the ear levels. You don't want your arms behind your head so that you're not putting additional tension on the tendons in your shoulder. As you exhale, you're going to bring your hands behind your head. Push the head into the hands so that would keep your chin literally where it needs to be. Elbows wide open. Stay here. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, start bringing the right elbow towards the floor. When you start feeling that the left sit bone is lifting from the floor, you went too far. You need to back off a little bit. You want both sit bones on the floor. Opening the side body again. Come back to center. The side left elbow. Keep the right elbow wide open, pointing to the sky. Both sit bones on the mat. Inhale, center. And now as you exhale, bring the belly in, sit super tall. Push the head into your hands. Keep the elbows open and rotate towards your right. Inhale, center. Rotate towards your left. Inhale, come back to center. Bring your hands down. Now bring the left hand towards the right ear and right hand behind you. Come into an easy seated twist here. If at all possible, stay in the pose. While you inhale, get really tall. And as you exhale, try to twist a little bit more if at all possible. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Right hand towards the left knee, left hand behind your back. Whenever ready, switch, twist gently towards the left first. Take another inhale, grow taller, space in between your vertebrae. And then only then start twisting a little bit more to the left if at all possible. In the next inhale, come back to center. If you have your foam roller, bring it with you as an option. I'm going to show variations here. So let me go very quickly into the foam roller, laying on your back, and you're going to have that foam roller literally where you would have the strap of a cardiac monitor or the bra line, and then bring the hands behind your head into your hands, and you're going to simply allow for that foam roller to massage up and down onto that thoracic, middle spine, and upper spine. If you don't have a foam roller, you're going to still lay on your back, and instead of staying on your foam roller, you're going to massage your spine, bringing your knees towards your chest, allowing yourself to probably come and stay into one side and then fall onto the other side, and maybe rocking gently back and forth. These are the two options. We're going to stay here for at least 3 breaths. So take your time and really assess what can you do today, what props you have. You have 2 options to move around here. What I want you to be mindful about is as you move in whatever variation you're using, that you're mindful of your breath here. So connect deeply with that breath. This doesn't require for you to look at anything in particular, not even me. So close your eyes and connect with that mobilizing energy that you are activating along your spine. Once you're done with either the rock and rolling and the foam roller, come back into that seated position. This time you're going to get back into seated position with straddled legs. And again here, guys, no need to overdo it. We're still warming up. Place your hands in front of you, sitting tall, fingertips, spider hands on the mat or on the floor. If you cannot reach this, use a block under your hands. Make sure that you're sitting tall and project the chest forward. From there, you're going to walk slowly and gently, your hands forward, making sure that you're not rounding your spine. The gaze, the drifting is towards the floor. So keep that spine long and try to get some grip on the floor so you get some traction with your hands. Stay here, inhale deeply. As you exhale, keep everything as it is. Start rounding from the lower back. So belly in, middle back, upper back, chin in, tuck it in. Inhale, exhaling fully here. 2 more times. Using the traction of your hands, project that chest forward. Long spine again. Make sure that you're not pulling the chin forward. Try to make an effort to retract the chin so you're aligning your cervical spine. And then allow yourself to round from the lower back, middle back, upper back, chin, tuck in. We have one last one here. Really slow movement here. Allow yourself to project forward, long spine. Try to see if you can walk your hands a little bit further away from your pelvic floor. And then from there, round the lower back, pause here. Exhale fully. Take an inhale. Now round the middle back as well, and upper back, and tuck your chin in, and try to see if you can bring your nose to touch your chest. That much of a rounding in your spine I'm looking for. Really, really round it. And then inhale, come back to flat back. In the next inhale, walk your hands towards the right hand, the right leg, framing that right leg. You don't need to point the toes or flex the foot specifically, but you know the more you engage the leg, you really are going to feel it a little bit more. So opening the side body again, this time aiming for the lower back, on the side of the lower back. You're going to keep the hands fully grounded on the mat and allow the elbows to start flexing here. Do I want the chest or the nose to touch the thighs? I don't care about that. I care that you focus on opening the lower back side body. In the next inhale, extend your arms and walk both your arms or hands towards the left leg this time. Hands fully grounded. Rotate the torso so that the torso is facing your left leg. Allow yourself to find a long spine here, both sit bones grounded. And from there, start flexing at the elbow level. So nothing changes except that the elbow is coming closer towards the floor. Therefore, the chest coming closer towards the thigh, opening the side body once again. Inhale, come back to center. And whenever you're ready, bring your legs together. One last stretch here, sole of your feet together, knees really trying to reach to the floor, maybe bringing the heels closer towards your pelvic floor, sit super tall, grabbing your feet so that you have some traction pulling you down and you have to resist that, engage in the strength of your spine. From here, as you exhale, look over onto the right, maybe looking over the right shoulder. Come back to center in your inhale, and as you exhale onto the left, come back to center. And now from here, keep the hands on your feet or on your heels and slide those feet forward. Still the soles are together, so you have a rhomboid position in your legs, and allow yourself to melt, seated forward in a rhomboid position with your legs. Round your spine, let your head be heavy here. In the next inhale, come all the way back to center and allow yourself to start coming all the way into your back. So now we are going to start generating some heat, guys. Really laying flat in supine position. So spine, head, shoulders, everything supported. Start by bringing the legs towards the sky and allow yourself, before we go there, if you have a block, bring the block. If you have a magic ring, bring the magic ring. Whatever you have that might work better for you, the more resistance, the magic ring is harder to resist than the blocks, right? And if you don't want to use the block or the ring, you're still you're still in for a good treat. So leave the prop to the side, bring the legs up towards the sky, bring the arms heavy to the side of your body. Start by flexing and pointing those feet, allowing for some ankle mobility here. Make sure that you're having your head fully retracted. So you want the chin to be retracted, not towards the chest, but pressing the head down on the mat so the cervical spine is not impacted. From here, guys, we're going to crisscross your legs, activating the inner thighs and outer thighs, but mainly inner thighs. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Come to stillness with your legs. Inhale, arms overhead. As you exhale now, bring the arms to the side of your body, keep them up in the air. And now you're going to try to bring the fingertips to reach the wall that is literally in front of you. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, engaging not from the neck, not from the shoulders. Engage from the core and lift those shoulders away from the mat. Try to hold the pose here. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Every time you exhale, you're trying to bring that belly towards the floor a little bit more, really activating the core a little bit deeper. And then in the next inhale, allow the arms to come overhead and come all the way back to the floor. In the next inhale, arms to the side of your body. Now you're going to flex your knees at 90 degrees, arms distance from your shoulders. Before you go anywhere else, I said I was going to be heavy on instructions, guys, but I really want you to do the best so that you can condition your body. Tuck the belly in or find your neutral spine with a little bit of space in the lower back. The minute you tuck that belly in, you're activating those lower abs, and then arms to the side of your body, pressing down on the mat. The knees are never coming to the chest. The knees are always going to stay 90 degrees. From here, tip, toes. The tip of the toes are touching the floor, alternating one leg and the other. And guys, this exercise could look very simple and very like I'm doing nothing if you are not activating the lower abs. So you really want to bring that belly towards the spine and keep it all the time engaged. Breathe in and breathe out. You can even place your hand on your lower abdomen and feel those muscles lifting those legs. That is what we are doing. Now, if you want one more challenge here, inhale deeply, keep bringing the tip of your toes to touch the floor, alternating them, but lift the shoulders away from the mat. Now you're working your lower abs, middle abs, upper abs. Really engaging, make sure that you're not strengthening, you're not stressing at the neck level, 2 more times, 2 more breaths. Take your time. The pace at which you do move your legs is not important. What I'm looking for is a full core activation. And then slowly come back to center. Bring the feet down on the mat, arms overhead. Inhale deeply. Keep the arms overhead and bring them to goddess pose. 90-degree flex at the elbow level. From here, guys, think about glutes now. Activate, connect, breath, brain, and body, right? So telling the glutes, we are waking you up. Contract the glutes and now start lifting the hip based on the contraction of the glutes. So I'm not looking about the hip coming up. I'm asking you to really squeeze those glutes so that you can engage in a bridge pose. Keep the chest open. Make sure there's no tension on your neck. Inhale deeply. If at all possible, keep your hips square and try to see if you can lift the right foot away from the mat. Maybe even extend the right leg towards the sky. Stay here. If you gain the stability with the leg, bring that leg knee to meet the knee. So 45 degrees for that right leg. And then still working on that left glute that is supporting and stabilizing you. Bring the leg up towards the sky and the leg at 45 as you exhale. One last time, leg up, inhale. As you exhale, leg at 45. Bring that right foot down and bring one vertebra at a time. Take your time, guys. Really feel that spine, getting one vertebra, another vertebra, or another section of the spine. The last thing to come to the floor is the tailbone. If you feel that coming out on one leg is too intense, guys, you just hold the pose until you get stronger on your glutes in order to move forward. Here we go. Engage the glutes first. You should feel that the tailbone lift up from the floor the minute you engage the glutes. Even if the whole spine, even the lower back spine is on the floor. Now, keep engaging those glutes and lift the hip up away from the mat. Arms in goddess, if that worked for you before. Now, hold it here. Chest open, hip stable. Maybe left foot comes up, left leg comes up towards the sky. As you exhale, 45 degrees for that leg. Inhale deeply, 45-degree exhale. Inhale. Exhale, 45. We have one last one here. Stabilize the hip. Strong glute. Contract the right glute, which is stabilizing you. Bring the left foot down. Allow yourself to get rounded on the spine, one vertebra at a time, until you come back to the floor. Now, if you have a block with you, bring that block in between your legs. Take a moment here, squeeze that block as if your life depends on it. If you want to use a magic ring, bring your magic ring in between your thighs. It's up to you. As I said, the magic ring is a little bit more challenging. Wherever you are, keep the block or the ring in between your legs. Bring those legs back to 90-degree flex. Inhale, arms overhead. As you exhale, bring the shoulders away from the mat. Hold the pose here. Take a moment to bring the right arm overhead and then bring it back parallel to the floor. Now the left arm overhead and parallel to the floor. One more time, keep breathing. Take your time here. Bring it back. Last time, left arm, bring it back. Arms are parallel to the floor. Hold it here, hold it. Inhale deeply, exhale fully, abdomen, really engaged, belly button towards the spine, chest open, gaze is forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Last time, inhale, breathe in. As you breathe out, allow yourself to rest. In the next inhale, guys, rock yourself all the way back into sitting position and allow yourself to come into tabletop position or quadrupeds. Make sure you have room along the mat. And from here, allow for the abdomen to relax. So basically allow for that cow to happen. Take a moment and center yourself again into the space, in the mat, in the present moment. There's nothing that brings us to the present as working with our body is something that requires a little bit of effort. It's Suddenly, you forget about everything else because you're really in tune with your body and your breath. Now, guys, from here, tuck your toes under, hovering on your knees, engage in the core. So again, bring the belly button in, create full awareness on it. As you exhale, bring the seat back and extension of the arms. I'm still squatting on my legs, so I'm not even yet halfway into my down dog. And now slowly, think about before you do it. Don't do things automatically. That's why we come to yoga, right? Lift the hip towards the sky. So that is your goal. Lift the hip towards the sky, the legs extends, and then from there, try to see if you can bring that spine to get even longer. So try to bring the chest towards your thighs, head heavy. All 10 fingers spread on the mat, heels on the hands on the mat. Press the knuckles of the index and thumb as well on the mat. So you're not putting all the pressure on one side of your wrist. And then from there, maybe you're extending your legs, maybe not. Wherever you are, if you have lower back issues, keep a slight bend on your knees. If you're having a lot of tension in your hamstrings, it might take you a little bit of time to really bring the legs to extend. Wherever you are, we are going to start by bringing the knees to flex and hand back into that hovering knees. Engage the core. Pull yourself away from the mat. Really engage those arms and legs. As you extend, the seat goes back towards the back wall. Extension of the legs, fine spine. 2 more times on that flow. Hovering the knees. Exhale, seat goes back. Extension of the legs and extend and finding a flat back. 1 more time. Inhale. As you exhale, hovering on the knees. Inhale here, exhale, bring the seat back, long arms. Inhale, hip towards the sky. Exhale, super long spine. Now stay here, bring your feet hip width distance apart and allow yourself to start walking your dog. So flexing one knee and the other. And at some point you're going to pause and keep one knee flexed and the other leg extended. And I want everybody on the leg that is extended, bring that heel to press down on the floor, or if you don't reach the floor, aim for the heel to reach that floor. And the next thing you're going to do, as you exhale, you're going to try to bring the chest towards your flexed knee. Stay here, nice back body opening. In the next inhale, switch sides. So now the leg that was extended is flexed. Find that the other heel now coming to the floor. And now as you exhale, find so much of a flat back that you're really trying to bring the chest towards your flexed knee. In the next inhale, come all the way back into your tabletop position. Allow yourself for a couple of cat-cows to release any tension that you might have created. And also maybe just releasing tension from your wrist. Bring the front of your palms to be on the floor. Palms facing the front of your hands on the floor. Palms facing the sky. And then from here, guys, let's get back into that tabletop position this time. Allowing ourselves to extend the left leg and the right arm forward. Bird dog position or asana. From here, guys, we're going to really like to extend that spine. So you're really aiming for the heel towards the back wall and the fingertips towards the front wall. Stay here. As you inhale, bring the right hand behind your head. Open that right elbow. So the elbow is not pointing down. Open it to the side. Hold it here. Tuck that belly in so that you can keep the balance and stay stable in the core. From there, guys, as you exhale, you're going to now bring the left knee to flex and open it to the side. So right elbow to the side, left knee to the side, opposite directions. Inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to meet in the middle line, elbow and knee. Inhale, open. So you have a half of a fire hydrant on your leg and you have an elbow open to the right. Exhale, rounded. Nice activation of the back body, getting strong, finding stability on the front body. Last time, exhale, elbow and knee meets, and then come back into your tabletop position. Inhale deeply. If you need a tights or down dog, this is the time to do it before we come back into our tabletop. Left arm, right leg. Before we go anywhere else, make sure that the back heel is really stretching. Try not to lock at the knee on the right leg, and the fingertips on the left arm, you should feel the difference when you're trying to reach the front wall. Opening and stretching on that spine. As you exhale, left hand behind your head. Press the head against the hand so that the head is not really pushed forward. And then bring the right knee to flex and open that right knee to the side. Now that you are aligned, tuck the belly in so that you can really follow, keep the core collaboration. Inhale deeply. Exhale, round the spine, elbow and meet. Inhale deeply. Exhale, knee together under your belly. Last time, inhale, knee open. Exhale, then meet back. In the next inhale, come back to center. Find your tabletop position and allow yourself to find your downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out, and start observing what changes are happening in your body. Maybe you get longer in your spine. Maybe it's easier to bring the chest towards your thighs. Maybe the back body is really now opening. Maybe your abs are calling you. In the next inhale, guys, you're going to transition all the way into your tabletop position and allow yourself the time to really reach a proper position. So make sure that you're not sticking the back out, neither sinking at your hip. So you really want to align that plank. And now roll your shoulders back, gaze is down towards the floor, heels are pushing back, inner thighs are trying to reach the sky. So you need to purposely activate the front of your legs. Hold it here, breathe in, hold the plank, breathe out. You are not holding the breath, you are holding the pose. Breathe in here. Feel that the obliques, the front, the main abdominal muscles are all heading into the middle line. Keep thinking about those inner thighs coming towards the sky. That helps you a lot, probably. Bring the Mula Bandha to close, so you really suck in like the pelvic floor in as you bring everything to the middle line. Exhale fully. Last time, inhale. Exhale, bring the knees to the floor, find your thighs. Take a moment, inhale deeply. Maybe you're building up not only strength, but heating up on your body. You might start feeling the heat and the energy coming out of your body. From here, guys, we're going to come all the way in now into our forearms. Variation possible here. You can stay with one knee on the floor. If not, come all the way into your forearm plank here. And again, build into the pose. So you want to purposely push those heels back. Make sure that you are aligning from the crown of your head all the way to the tailbone on your spine. Bring the abdomen in so that all the ab muscles are activated. The core is like, remember, like a corset that is bringing everything in. Stay here, inhale deeply. As you exhale, right hand to the mat, left hand on the mat, and you are coming into your high plank. Hold it here. Keep engaging onto that core. Inhale here. As you exhale, right forearm, take your time on the mat. Left forearm on the mat. If this is too much, take a break. Come back and meet us again. Wherever you are, follow your flow. One last time. Inhale, right hand, left hand to the mat. High plank. Everybody now, as we exhale, find your downward facing dog. In the next inhale, bring the left foot a little bit more towards the center and bring the right leg towards the sky. A simple hip opener here. Right knee flex, hip open towards the right. And then slowly square your hip. Bring the right knee towards your chest. Modify high plank. Push the back heel, the left heel back. And now as you exhale, bring that knee in a little bit closer. You have to engage the core a little bit more. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring the right knee to the floor and slide that right leg towards the right. And then maybe, just maybe, bringing the hip down towards the floor for a nice Opening on the hip, on the outer side of the right hip. Stay here. Whenever you're ready, tuck your back toe, meet me back into downward facing dog. This time we're going to bring the left leg back and then open the hip towards the left, flex the left knee, rotate from the hip level, not the shoulder side. Try to keep the dissociation in between upper and lower body. And then from there, square your hip, bring that left knee towards your chest. Maybe you need to slide your right foot a little bit more to really find the plank here. Push the back heel back. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the knee closer towards the chest. You don't need to lift the hip. You just need to engage the core more so that you can bring the knee closer. Inhale one more time. As you exhale, left knee to the floor. Slide the left leg towards the right. And then from there, allow yourself to sit tall if at all possible. Nice stretch and opening on the left side of your body. Come back to center, bring yourself back into your downward facing dog. And whenever you're ready, you're going to start by bringing the right leg up, only transition here and bringing the right foot in between your hands. Now guys, we're going to play here. So bring the back knee to the floor. And now I want everybody to hands onto the right thigh or knee and bring your chest high. And now I want everybody to observe that you are not too way forward. We are not pushing that hip too way forward. We're going to get there. But for now, bring 90-degree flex here and you want to have the hip stuck with the left knee. Make sure you are solid on your foundation, on your right foot and your left foot. Back foot is tight. And from here, guys, press down the feet on the mat and lift the back knee. I'm still keeping the knee flexed. From here, hold the pose. Bring the arms overhead. If you want a magic ring or a block in between your hands, keep pressing. So you're double working here. If you don't want to use the block and it's too much, leave it to the side, but focus on the lower back. Now, everybody with block or without block, you're going to inhale, arms overhead. As you exhale, bring the arms forward and twist towards the right. Inhale, come back to center, arms overhead. As you exhale, arms down, forward, and twist towards the right. Last time, inhale, arms overhead. As you exhale, come down forward and twist towards the right. Come back to center. Now, keeping the block to the side, you can leave the block if you want. You're going to bring that back leg to extend. Now, really pushing into that back heel, full extension, stretching on the front side of the back leg. Allow yourself to bring the chest to open, arms to the side of your body. From here, bring the arms overhead. Keep your balance, stay grounded, and grab the left wrist and pull it towards the right. Inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, arms in goddess. Engage all 10 fingers. Inhale deeply, grow tall as much as you can. Press those feet down into the earth so that you can rise. And then slowly, as you exhale, a little bit of back bending. So you want to project the chest towards the sky. And then come back to neutral spine. Allow yourself to come all the way to frame the front foot with both hands. Now, for the next one, guys, you're going to bring those feet a little bit closer towards each other so that you can keep your balance. Maybe this is an option, maybe not. We just try it. So come back to standing position. Back heel is up in the air, so I'm in the ball of my left foot. Right foot is fully grounded. What I want everybody is to lift both heels up, if at all possible. Try to keep that balance back. Find yourself in a sweet spot where you can keep your balance, hip heavy and grounded. Stable. From here, both heels are always up in the air. We're going to flex the back knee and lift. Flex the back knee and lift the hip. Flex the back knee, getting closer to the floor. We have one last one. Flex and come back to center. Front foot, heel on the ground, back leg extended, front leg extended. You land with both feet grounded, toes pointed forward. Assess the opening here. Inhale deeply. Make sure that your feet not only your feet are grounded, but your heels are on the mat. Inhale, arms overhead. As you exhale, start hinging forward from your hip until you reach a point where your torso is parallel to the floor, arms extended, gaze is towards the front toes. Stay here. Inhale deeply, and now press down like you're trying to drag that right heel towards the back heel, really engaging and activating on the back muscles on the front leg. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Last time, breathe in. As you exhale, hands onto the mat. Now, Kundalini squat. Bring the back leg to lift, flex the back knee, and bring that back knee, the left knee behind the right. Extension of that back leg. Inhale. As you exhale, Kundalini squat. One last time. Inhale, extension. As you exhale, Kundalini squat. Stay here. Try to see if you can challenge yourself. Remove or take your hands away from the mat. Maybe Anjali Mudra, prayer pose. From here, guys, hold it here. Maybe it's in the cards for you today. Maybe you are in that energy place where you can come straight into a warrior 3. And if not, use your hands, extend that back leg, and find your warrior 3 with airplane arms. Strong engagement of the right leg, really holding you up. As you exhale, hands on the mat, both feet hip width distance apart, surrender yourself, forward fold. Breathe in, breathe out, flexing on your knees if you need to. In the next inhale, we have other side to do. So right leg goes back. Find that low squat, so low lunge. So left foot is framed at the top of the mat. Back foot is on the mat. Tuck your toes under. Make sure you lift your torso. And now assess 90-degree flex on the front knee. And make sure that the hip is not pushed forward. It's not about the hip opening, as you might have told. I'm working on the balancing and strengthening on your legs and your hip, guys. So back a little bit until your hip is aligned with the front, with the back knee. From here, guys, take a moment to lift the back knee and extend the back leg. Really trying to aim for that left leg to be right leg to be extended. If you have your block with you or you're aiming to use the block, bring the block with you, arms overhead, long inhale. As you exhale, arms forward and twist the torso. Don't move your hip towards the left. Come back to center and up for your inhale. As you exhale, center and twist towards the left. Try not to move the hip, press into that back heel, keep that leg extended. Last time. Exhale, twist it. Keep the hips stable. Inhale, arms overhead. As you exhale, bring the block to the side. Take a moment here, bring the arms overhead. Goddess pose for your arms. Pause. Inhale, get solid on your foundation. As you exhale, a little bit of back bending, chest opener here. Inhale back to neutral spine. As you exhale, place the hands on the mat. Start by bringing that back foot a little bit closer. You know where we're going. Tippy toes is where we're going. So bring that back foot closer. Strong foundation, lifting both heels up. You can keep your arms at your waist. You can have your hands behind your head, whatever works for you. Bring that pelvic floor to lock in and up. So you'll move the bandas, bring it in and up. It's like you're holding P, right? That helps stabilizing your hip. And now you bring the back knee down and a little bit higher. I'm never extending my right leg at all. You're still in your tippy toes. We have 2 more here. I told you we're going to look for conditioning. And now stay here. Bring the front heel to the floor. Extend the front leg. Extend the back leg. So you want both heels on the mat. You want to make sure that the stance in between your feet is good enough so that you can keep that back heel on the floor. From there, guys, inhale, arms overhead. As you exhale, start hinging forward from your hip. Nothing changed. Legs are fully engaged. From here, guys, hold this for a second. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, like you're trying to drag the left heel towards the right heel. So the front to the back, really activating the back of the front leg. Inhale one more time, long spine. Exhale, hands to frame the front foot. Project your body weight into the left foot. Lift the right leg, flexing the right knee. Kundalini squat onto the other side. Hands still on the mat if you feel that. Inhale, extension. Exhale, Kundalini. Inhale, extension. Exhale, Kundalini, stay here. You can have the option to keep the hands on the floor or challenge yourself to find balance and strength in the same pose by bringing the hands away from the mat. Prayers pose. Now, option, again, to transition to warrior three. Let your brain communicate to your body. You either bring the hands back on the mat and you find your warrior three, or you transition, strong left leg to transition into your warrior three. Find your balance, square your hip, really bring the right foot to flex, long arms here. As you exhale, hands onto the mat, forward fold, both legs on the mat. Allow yourself to grab your elbows, maybe for a roll up here. Inhale and exhale. Couple of more inhales and exhale. Allow yourself to settle. And whenever you're done with your rolled up, bring the hands onto the mat. Fully grounded here. Breathe in, breathe out. Next inhale, find the hands. The hands find your shins. Bring the shoulder blades together, shoulders away from your ears. Gaze is down towards the mat, finding a really nice flat back. As you exhale, slide your hands along your legs until you meet your ankles or feet. Maybe with the peace sign, index and mid finger now. Grab your big toe. Now you're going to continue grabbing that big toe. You're going to find that flat back by extending those arms, like the chest is, or the upper body is pulling away from your legs, really trying to lift and away from the legs, and the arms are the whole back. And then flex your elbows and let yourself go. One last time. Inhale, pull from the big toes, shoulder blades together. Try to align the hip with your heels, and then slowly allow yourself to surrender here. Maybe option to bring your arms around your knees and allow for a deeper standing forward fold. In the next inhale, guys, take a moment here and allow yourself to come with the left foot to the outer side of the left hand and the right foot to the outer side of the right hand. Option to bring a block and sit on top of it for your garland pose, or option not to bring a block and find your garland. Wherever you are, try to find a long spine. Bring your breath to match your heartbeat. Observe where you are. Breathe in, breathe out. Take a moment to bring the hands onto the mat and transition towards your tabletop position. Now make room to the front and the back of your mat and slightly start allowing for that child's pose. In the next inhale, slide, drag your chest along the mat and come all the way to lay on your belly. One last exercise for your back body now. Arms to the side of your body long, palms facing the sky. Front of the feet fully grounded, front of the legs activated here. Slightly tuck that belly in to protect your lower back, and you're going to keep that belly in all the time. Now, inhale deeply, find your half locus here, engaging the upper back. So basically, shoulder blades are coming together and pulling you away from the mat. And then slowly exhale, come back to the mat. Stay here. Flip the hands, palms are facing down. Use that hands on the mat to give you some traction. Bring the toes to touch, the big toes to touch. Inhale deeply, bring the belly in to protect the lower back and lift just the legs away from the mat. And then bring it back down. In the next inhale, flip the hands back so the palms facing the sky. Try to see if the inhale, you can lift both legs and arms. Shoulders roll back, scapulas together. tuck your belly in, protect the lower back. Toes are still touching, engage those legs. Try to see if you can lift a little bit higher, engaging from the glutes, and then slowly bring the left ear to land, or the left side of your face to land on the mat. Stay here for a moment, bring your arms in T shape. Breathe in, breathe out. Let all the heaviness of your body weight really sink in here. Slowly rotate the head to the other side. So right ear is on the mat, still T-shape for your arms, heavy head, heavy body. And whenever you're ready, bring your hands under your forehead, stack them one on top of each other, foreheads supported by your hands. Externally rotate those legs. So you want to open those legs wider than the mat so that you're opening here. Trying for those heels to come a little bit closer towards the floor. External rotation of the legs, as I said. Roll your shoulders back and down. Feel the shoulder blades connecting to each other. Long in the back of your neck, no weight here. Inhale deeply and connect with the pressure of mainly your abdomen and your chest into the floor. And side it out. One more time. This time we're going to focus more on the exhalation than the inhale. Inhale deeply. Observe what happens. What is the sensation when you let it go? From here, guys, with the minimum movement possible, allow yourself to roll onto your spine, onto your back. Maybe you want to have a supported head, maybe a blanket under your head or a pillow. And if not, start by rolling your shoulders back and down and really get those shoulders grounded. If you really get the shoulders grounded, there's no disconnection between the shoulders and the floor. Palms are easily coming to face the sky, external rotation of those arms. Head is heavy and supported. Neutral spine. Legs are wide open and externally rotated once again. And start by coming a little bit more in connection with your breath, in tune with your breath. Maybe closing your eyes or keeping a soft gaze. As you inhale, observe your chest expanding, your ribcage expanding, the abdomen inflating if you're having a deep inhale, a baby breath type of inhale, really trying to bring not just a superficial lung breathing, but including the diaphragm and the abdomen. Inflate the belly, breathe it in, let the organs relax. Breathe in. And as you exhale, let it all go, but make that exhale really count. So really take as much time as you need to get all the stale air out of your lungs until you feel you have nothing left, and then you pause. And breathe in deeply. Long exhale until no air is left in your body. Inhale last time. Observe how it's easier to get more fresh air as you get rid of the stale air. Exhale fully again. If you have not closed your eyes, maybe this is a good time for you to close the eyes. Start connecting with your back body, pressing down on the earth, and the Mother Earth giving you all the support that you need. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to carry on your shoulders. Give it all to the universe. Give it all to God. Relax the face muscles, the eye muscles. Relax your jaw. Bring the tongue to the floor of your mouth. Maybe slightly unsip your lips. Connect with the weight of your head being supported by the earth. And now at your own pace, you're going to breathe in, and every exhale that you have is like a scanning for a barcode. You're going to scan your body slowly from top to bottom. Make the inhales and the exhale rhythmic, same duration, or a little bit longer exhalations. But try to avoid the sudden inhale or the sudden exhale. Make it a rhythm. In the next exhale and inhale, you're going to start within your toes, maybe little circles at the ankle level. You might want to come to fist your hands and then open them wide, really opposing every single finger in each direction, and then come back to fist and open wide. And whenever you're ready, start bringing some attention to your legs, maybe slight rocking of your knees side to side, maybe flexing on your knees, feet on the ground, and dropping both knees stuck on top of each other towards one side, gaze towards the opposite side, coming back to neutral center, and then opposite direction for knees and gaze. Come back to center. And as you exhale, choose whatever side works better for your body tonight, rolling into that side and allowing yourself to pause for a second here. Ideally, still with your eyes closed, trying to avoid the stimuli from your eyes, coming through your eyes. Trying to stay tuned with yourself, your space, your time until the last very second. Whenever you're ready, if you're ready, you can opt to stay here or in Shavasana, but otherwise we can meet back in Sukhasana, easy seated pose. Try to sit really tall and observe the state of mind that you have. Hopefully a little bit more peaceful, a little bit less clouded. Observe your breath. Hopefully a little bit deeper and a little bit more even. Observe the level of energy in your body. And overall, what is your sensation? This is your practice. Whenever you're ready, let's bring the arms overhead without overdoing it, just a simple space for moving the energy from the universe to our heart. Bring the arm, bring yourself into Anjali Mudra. Invite the new things into your life. Invite the things that might help you grow, not just professionally, not just mentally, but spiritually and as a person. Invite those things that would make your body stronger and healthier as well. Let's bow together here for a practice that once again brings us together in this virtual modality, but where our energy meets, with one goal in mind for all of us: to feel better, to become a better version of our own self. The light in me honors the light in each one of you. Thank you for being present. Thank you for your practice and your time to share with me this practice, your energy, your space, and your time. From my heart to yours, namaste. Very good, guys. Everyone is doing well.